Okay, so here we have the finished construction. Give you a bit of a better idea of what it looks like. Nice and simple. I have to admit, I do like the fact that there is no control board sandwiched in there, that it's hidden inside the motor. Again, I'll confirm whether I like that, if it actually turns on and does what it's supposed to do. Unmanned Tech, I think, you know, reputable shop. They do a lot of good stuff. A lot of the Arducopter stuff, you know, they obviously wouldn't have stocked this if they didn't believe it was a good product. That's the hope anyway, but we shall see when it actually turns on. But yeah, very basic construction. I say what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to work out a way to actually mount it with these fixings. Won't be too difficult. You get two choices of dampeners. I can't feel a lot of difference between the two of them, but it seems to be alright. Anyway, so obviously turned off at the moment, so not a lot to do. All I've done is create myself a little XT60 plug which wires straight into it, and now we will turn it on. Now, from experience of other videos, when I do this, make sure I've got it in focus for everyone, the result will likely be quite violent. So here we go. So after a moment, on she comes with a blast. Now that looks pretty solid to me. Very, very low noise. You see there's a little blue light in there. That's obviously where the IMU is. Don't know whether there's one in the other one. No, there's one in both motors to suggest that it's working. So, kind of hard to do this from where I'm sat. I shall bring in another arm. Now, how smooth this is going to be compared to the Zenmuse will only be told when I actually get up there and do some flight test. But as you can see, it's holding pretty damn level. Small input noises you can hear coming from the motors. You probably can't hear that yourself. Okay, so let's try the little buttons. So I'm now going to press the down button. And we get a full 90-degree down, which is good. Up. Very good. Like I say, I think that's decidedly slower than the Zenmuse, but at the end of the day, it does what it does. You can do it. There is an input for doing it on a pitch control, which I will obviously be doing. Very simple. It's just a servo mount. It can either go directly into the RX, or if you want to use the NASA Assistant, you can put it into the NASA Assistant. But all in all, that is looking pretty good. Now, the other thing that they have said you can do, which we will find out now. So that's now glitching out. Okay, so because we've mounted it upside down this way round, you can't reverse it. However, you can in fact rig it up, which I will do, so it can sit the opposite way round, and that will be a very interesting test. So yeah, all in all, pretty good. I shall give it some proper testing. Now, the other thing that I wanted to try out here, yeah, you see there's a lot of resistance there. One of the most important things for me, as I mentioned, is I've actually got a little ring that goes on the lens of the GoPro, and plugged into it there is a fibre optic cable which I can then lead to the NASA output LED, whether it be on the Phantom or whether it be on the F450. So that's only 2 grams. Now, if I add 2 grams of weight on this, what I'll do is I'll just add my finger to it. yeah, I can pull pretty hard. And the resistance is quite dramatic, it has to be said. Compared to the Zenmuse, that is going to stand the test of a little bit of weight. It's going to glitch out if you put too much weight on it, there's no denying that. As they show in the tests on the videos, which I'm not going to do because I don't want to break it, they actually put weight on it and it will fight against it constantly. When I do that, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's screaming a little bit. But still, yeah, now if I, that's to the extremities. A little bit of wobble when you get that far. But still, all in all, give it a good shake about. Pretty happy with that. Nice little side on view so you can see. Again, let's just make sure everyone can see the buttons on the back there. So let me just adjust the focus here. So yeah, so these are the up and down buttons. So up and down, so if I go up, or down, sorry, there we go, down it goes. And that's a nice little feature. Very handy to do whilst you're in the air. Obviously when you're in the air you're going to be doing it via your controller, but very handy to be able to do it and actually set it. If you know you're going to want a 45-degree flight angle, and this is quite a valid point, if you don't have an 8-channel controller, if you've got yourself a 6-channel controller, you'd be able to use something like a Phantom with a 6-channel controller. The 7th channel, which you would normally use, you know, obviously wouldn't have the ability of doing it, but this would at least give you the ability of tilting or pitching to the desired angle before you actually take off. Something that if you don't have that active in your NASA Assistant, when you get your Zenmuse out of the box, what can happen is it can be automatically tilted downwards. The problem is with that is that then you've got to make it tilt up before you can actually use it. You know, again, it's if you've got a stock Phantom, it's not going to be a problem because you've got a 7th channel, and if you've got an upgrade kit, it won't be an issue. But still, anyway, I'm going to stop prattling on now, and we'll do a little bit of testing with it and show you guys some footage from the device. But so far, for £138, I am suitably impressed. Right,